What's good, my fellow introverts? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Minna here, back with another commentary video. Guys, we're here with another episode of Bridgerton. Another try not to swoon challenge. Another episode of that. Guys, last episode we had Daphne and the Lord Duke. What's his name? I can't even remember his name. What is his name? I think it's Hastings is his last name. Duke Hastings. And they concocted a plan so that Daphne is desirable and he, Duke Hastings, seems to be unavailable. He get all the mamas off his back. So yeah, we saw that the next door neighbor, Mrs. Featherington, she got a new lady in her house. Her husband seems like a real creeper. And yeah, apparently she's pregnant. The lady, the girl, I don't know her name, the one that tried to steal Penelope's man. Well, she didn't try to steal him. It seems like they were just making conversation. Penelope, unfortunately had to see her crush talking to another woman. It was harsh. But he danced with her after a mean old bitch. Well, she's not old, but she threw a drink on her and he offered a dance to Penelope. So it's a plus. That's cool, right? Anthony, the brother, is being real mean. He's tried to marry off his sister to Nigel, the skis, and thankfully Daphne punched the shit out of him. And that was the same night that she and Duke Hastings concocted their plan where they pretend to be courting? No, is it courting called courting? So yeah, I don't even want to talk anymore. I'm really interested to see where this episode is gonna go, and this continuation of me trying not to swoon. Let's go. Now this episode is called Shock and Delight. Okay, let's see what you guys have for me this time. I won't break. No swooning for me. Oh, is someone having a baby?
Yes.
Is this the Duke Hastings backstory? Is this the father he looks like?
I am going in, Your Grace.
No place for a lady in this.
Someone must be with her. If not her husband, then... Push!
I must know if I am at long last to have a son.
Is this all he cares about?
See the head? Push!
Oh my gosh!
Tell me,
Push, Your Grace, push!
Push!
what is it?
It is a boy, Your Grace.
But I'm worried about the mother. Oh my gosh, she's bleeding like a lot. He wasn't even in the room. Why didn't you give the mother her child?
I have a son.
Nigga, you acting like you did all the work.
I finally get a son.
Aww.
Sarah.
Doctor! There is too much blood.
Oh no.
Perfect son. Simon Arthur Henry Fitzranulph Bassett.
Oh, his name is Simon. Oh, he never got to meet his mom. Oh, and he got raised by that asshole. That's sad.
The scandalous accounts from last night's soiree at Vauxhall are quite shocking and delightful indeed.
Doesn't make her wrong like twice because she dismissed her at the party. She was like, however short it was, or however she said it. And she turned away.
At once.
Or is she like, I'm right, I was right. Of course I was right.
Miss Daphne Bridgerton was seen dancing not once, but twice with the season's most eligible and most
What?
uncatchable rake, the Duke of Hastings.
Not him in bed with Whoa. He really is a rake. My toxic trait is the fact that nope.
Where are you going so early, Your Grace?
Promenade.
I don't know what that is. Guys, stop using words I don't know. What's promenade? Is this to socialize to I don't know what that was.
8 balls.
No.
The purpose of this arrangement is to ensure I marry my very first season.
I shall grant you 4.
6 balls.
5.
6. And you must send flowers. Today. Expensive ones.
Like, oh, this is a lot of work, miss.
If I were truly courting you, I would not need flowers. Only 5 minutes alone with you in a drawing room.
Ain't no one swooning. It's not 5 minutes.
I have no interest in causing a scandal, Miss Bridgerton.
You should imagine with you it comes naturally.
Not him smiling at her. They're cute.
Penelope is wondering about Miss Thompson.
Could it?
But of Miss Thompson.
About Miss Thompson's condition. Why is Miss Thompson to be kept away?
Because her condition is catching.
What? Is that how it works these days?
And having a nice face and pleasant hair is not an accomplishment. Do you know what is an accomplishment? Attending university. If I were a man, I could do that. And I shall have to stand by and watch dear Mama appear proud. Because some man should like to admire my sister's face and hair and fill her up with babies.
She's a mood, but I don't like how she disparaging her sister's achievement. But I'm here for the way she thinks. She's a modern woman. She's for university.
I know someone with child. It is a maid.
Which one of your maids is married?
She's not married.
How did she become a child if she's not married?
I do not know. I will find out.
You must. Otherwise, how can we make sure it never happens to us?
Do they not know how things like that work? I guess not.
I do wonder, Daphne, might we count on the Duke at the Crawford Ball?
I should think it a fair chance.
What about the Ramsby Ball Friday, too? Oh, and what about the Grand Picnic?
Oh my gosh, stop.
How does a lady come to be with child? Eloise,
Okay.
I thought one needed to be married.
Whatever are you talking about?
Apparently, it's not even a requirement. Eloise, that is more than enough.
Oh Lord. Oh shit, I guess she did not know.
I take it the two of you? No?
Do not look at me. Have you ever visited a farm? No.
The two of you are not encouraging improper topics of conversation.
Not at all, Mother.
In fact, we were just heading off to take our sticks out.
Colin Bridgerton.
A round of fencing.
Callers for Miss Daphne, Mum.
But the Duke, you already have a caller, dearest.
Well, I suppose now I have more.
Good for her. Everyone would want to say that they stole the Duke's potential woman.
What is happening?
What deal did he make with Nigel? Why is he so for this disgusting man?
You promised your sister to that man.
Not well enough, apparently.
You have suitors. You do not have what matters, proposals. From Lord Burbrook.
Whatever happened to his eye? It's quite grotesque. Daphne.
She's like,
Do not tell me this little rebellion is to do with Hastings.
They are courting.
They've danced a couple of times together at a ball. Colin has done the same with Penelope Featherington. It does not signify...
you do not say that about my Penelope. Colin could like her. Guys, don't do that. He made it seem like so has Colin. Like it was just a thing.
I have known him since we were boys. It is not bravado or denial or even immaturity.
It certainly appears that way to me. I will not marry Nigel Burbrook.
Stand your ground, sis.
The contract to Burbrook will be drawn up and you shall marry him.
Once Lord Burbrook witnesses the seriousness of the Duke's intentions, he will have no choice but to retreat.
One could only hope.
I shall have others.
Daphne, I saw the way the two of you looked at each other last night and this morning. There are no others.
Oh my god.
There is only...
No. There are others. Oh, he boxes.
Did you truly dance with a Bridgerton girl?
Twice. Remind me again why you were the first person I chose to reacquaint myself with upon my return to town.
You missed me.
Ooh. He could definitely take a hit.
Are you going to come down here or must I come up there?
Ooh. Who's this one though?
I should like to know what was going through your head last night and this morning. Are you courting my sister?
Should I not be courting your sister?
No. And I can think of dozens of reasons why, starting with she...
Pussy.
ending with she is already engaged to be married. Back to she is my sister.
Ooh. That was a cheap shot.
What?
So you have struck something squarely. Your problem is that Burbrook is a wholly unworthy suitor for Miss Bridgerton.
Oh, he is perfectly decent.
Decent.
I even know where he's been these past few years, right here in London, as opposed to some gambling hell or backwater slum, or wherever it was you chose to fuck about for God knows whatever reason.
Ooh. Come back harder. Smoked. Go to all the balls.
It is furthest from my intentions to offend you, but surely you can understand that family must come before all else.
Okay, I mean, like, felt. If there's one thing he doesn't want, is a man like Hastings to be with his sister.
He's 4 years old. He should be able to speak. Talk to me, damn you.
You are scaring
And if that's what it should take, I shall get a sound from him still.
No. Do not.
What is he doing? He's an imbecile.
Your Grace.
He is an idiot.
Oh my god.
We have been granted this line, but it will only remain ours so long as we remain extraordinary. Hastings' name cannot land in the quivering hands of a half-wit.
Oh my god, what a dick.
Get him out of my sight. This boy is dead to me.
Oh my god, not dead to him. No wonder he hates his father. He was 4 and he was scared. What a hateful person.
I found you a few sweets. I thought you might enjoy them while everyone else attends tonight's ball.
Oh, she said a maid because she didn't want to. Oh, she didn't want to spread it around. I hope that they don't call her a maid.
They have decided not to send you home to your papa.
I dare say I'm relieved. I can only imagine how he will react to
Your condition?
Condition?
May I ask, how did it happen?
cake.
Cake.
Oh no, don't say that.
I would nearly swoon from hunger and fatigue. Until one Sunday, just when I thought I'd have to crawl under the pew from exhaustion, Sir George Crane sneaked me a wrapped bundle of cake and biscuits. He went off to fight with Wellington, but he continued to write.
Aww.
Your condition then, it was brought about by...
Love.
Aww.
It was love, Penelope.
They're so not, I wouldn't say ignorant. I mean, they are young. It's not her season yet.
Should the royal physician seek to tell me my husband is dead, Brimsley?
I do not believe so, Your Majesty.
Then tell him I am occupied.
If it's not death, why are you bothering the lady? That's funny. She's a joke. A proper comedian.
The Queen, Mom.
Has she fallen ill?
Has King George caused her harm?
Her Majesty's Royal Stationery.
She has written.
Big deal in this household, it seems.
What does it say, Mama?
Girl, give her a chance.
I am invited to a private tea with the Queen in 2 days' time.
Good for you, Mrs. Bridgerton.
Never mind the pearls. We shall wear the family diamonds tonight.
All because a duke danced with her twice. Wow.
Did your wardrobe do the same?
I was told this look is all the rage.
Certainly not mine. Take my arm.
I love the relationship between his... I am assuming she's like an aunt of some sort. Whether by blood for real or...
No news of your education, not a word about you from your father, yet here you are, alive and breathing. Your mother would weep to know her dearest friend was a stranger to her son.
Oh, they're friends. Okay.
You look just like her. And a good thing, too.
Thank God, for real.
You've not learnt any manners. Have you learned to read? To write? To fence? Well, then why ever are you not in school?
I can not eat.
He just has a small stutter. Oh my gosh, y'all hateful.
I made myself frightening. I sharpened my wit, my wardrobe, and my eye, and I made myself the most terrifying creature in any room.
Queen. As one does. Oh my God, she gives me life. My favorite character, I think. Right here.
You can speak. You must promise me that when you step into the light, you will be worthy of the attention you command.
This is awesome. I love this. And he did. He's charming and he's just a scoundrel. He's just, other than that, other than the late nights with women, he seems just. He didn't like Nigel. He was coming to Lady Daphne's rescue. Has a presence of dukedom. I don't know. So yeah, he's worthy of the spotlight, at least to my keen eyes.
Bridgerton. I shall need someone else to seek me a glass of ratafia then. Lord Bridgerton.
Mm-hmm.
The honor.
Of course, Lady Dunbury.
Along with picnic.
A picnic?
I'm afraid we are required to fan the flames of our charade.
Charade.
We must make him believe that you are on the very precipice of a proposal, so that he will leave me alone.
Or, better yet, propose. Oh, but then I guess no, because Lord, he's Nigel. Nigel proposed, and she still have like other suitors. People will still talk to her. So why can't he just propose? And then, what is it because he's a duke? So that's too much. She has his attention, but it's if she has his proposal, would that like make the suitors run away because he's a duke? With a proposal, it's like a done deal. They're like, we have no chance. Is that why it's not happening?
And we must look like we are enjoying ourselves, as difficult as that may be.
Yes, quite.
Quite. I do enjoy the music. It's crazy. Is that a genuine smile? Because it looks like one. Ooh, I think this is quite genuine. This seems like a fun dance though. It seems very fun. It's really cute.
Go dance with your sister.
I must know whether I can count on you to handle this misunderstanding, my lord, for I certainly wish to avoid any kind of embarrassment.
Rather late for that.
Oh.
Are you too friendly with the Duke or simply too intimidated by his rank of...
Easy.
Oh. He said, watch that mouth. He said, don't get disrespectful now. You up.
And perhaps even she might learn to return my affections over time.
Oh, do come off it, Burbrook. I presume he failed to mention how he got that purple eye.
He was careless with the cabinet door.
He was careless with his honor. He attempted something last night I shan't dignify with words when your sister planted a facer.
My lord, you must know.
Daphne would have surely told me if this were true, would she?
Would she?
You will never speak to my sister again, Burbrook.
But we are to be married.
You are to be buried if you so much as look in her direction.
What has happened? Brother.
You need not worry about Burbrook. Sister, it is done.
Good for you, though.
All will be well, though, I assure you.
You assure me. Despite what you and my brother may think, I'm quite capable of speaking for myself. All you did was underestimate Nigel's entitlement.
I mean, it's true. It's gonna egg him on more. I was just like, what's so wrong with it? Like, why she's getting so mad? But the type of character he has, Nigel, the type of character he has is very antagonistic. So he's gonna like, he didn't win, and plus he got like shamed. So it's a done deal. He's gonna come after her.
The young lady is as rare a treasure as there is. Do try not to bungle it up.
And I'm glad that we're getting more of his backstory, though.
I think I shall take the air tonight. Your Grace?
What's about to happen?
Only me, Your Grace.
So this matter's settled.
It was settled, until you had to go and spoil it.
Go home, Burbrook.
But you do not need her. You already have the money and the connections and the standing. I need her.
I think it really ought to be up to Miss Bridgerton.
When I'm buying a horse, I do not negotiate with the horse.
Should you...
What the die? He needs death. Like a hanging, and he needs to get hanged. He needs to get stoned and hanged. What the shit did he just say? And to think, this has happened years ago, but there are certain men like this. More modernized, of course. But there's still men like this. Disgusting. Ugh. Skates.
You are so fond of her and she's so smitten with you. Why have you not already proposed? Unless you have already had her.
Here we go.
Oh, if you have, you must tell me. For if I had already known she was loose and damaged, not intact, I never would have...
talking. I shall not have you question the lady's unimpeachable honor again.
Yes.
You do not deserve to breathe the same air as her.
He does not deserve to breathe at all.
I've heard the stories of your father, Hastings.
Ooh.
I know how badly he wanted a son, an heir. And I know how badly he tried to get one when it seemed your poor mother could not deliver. The apple should not fall.
You're about to get hit. Ruin him. Ooh, in him. Again. One for good measure. No, again. One for good measure. One more. I hope no one saw though. You deserve that, you asshole. You deserved everything.
May I present Lady Danbury and Lord Bassett?
What is the point of your visit?
I am receiving high marks in all of my studies, sir.
You are my worst failure.
Jesus.
Might I remind you that this boy is to be the next Duke of Hastings, and that he requires whatever reserves of fatherly nature reside in that frigid heart?
Oh.
As I may remind you of your place, which is out of my sight, and with your bitch mouth shut.
Oh, thank God he's dead.
Did you receive my letters?
It is a deep enough wound to live with the knowledge that you shall one day inherit Hastings.
Oh no.
You are as useless as your mother proved to be.
Oh my God. Kick him off a high cliff. Oh my God. And he had to hear that shit. Oh, thank God he's dead. It's okay, boo. He's gone.
For what possible explanation might Miss Bridgerton have for entertaining the suit of a mere baron when she seems to have secured a duke?
They're playing into Miss Whistledown's hands, and I'm wondering if this is Lady Danbury is her name, the Duke's aunt. I'm gonna call it his aunt, because she seems very motherly and a sister in a sense to his mother that passed. So I'm gonna call her his aunt. She doesn't seem to have children either, so it might be her, but I don't know. It's not the same voice. And again, they could have like changed it. I don't know for the narration. I don't know who it could be, but
Let it be known, dear reader, that if this bizarre behavior portends yet another scandal, then be sure that I shall uncover it.
I heard she may be courting with bumbling Barbara. Quite a good match for her, I rather think.
I mean, there's nothing else to do but talk shit about each other in the open.
Might I go promenade for suitors with Eloise?
Promenade. It's using a sentence now. She said, may I promenade for suitors? I would assume it's like socialized, look for, along the lines of that synonym.
How did it happen?
She said, with love.
Love. That doesn't stand to reason.
Well, it certainly does not.
How old are they? I know they do this shit young. Like 16, they marry off or whatever. 16, 17, I don't know.
What else did she say? Was she not frightened?
Well,
they're giving me 12. Maybe they're older though. And they're just, ladies don't talk about sex. Maybe. I know further back, maybe that was Ford. I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
She has even greater reason to be frightened. Once she's married, her life is over. Scarcely an escape, Penelope. Oh, that poor maid.
She does not want to get married. Eloise.
I was not aware, sister, of what Berbrooke attempted. I would have helped you. You should have told me.
Would you have believed me? Did you only change your mind about Lord Berbrooke because another man told you the truth?
You truly esteem me so little.
After I apprised you of my wishes, and you proceeded to ignore them. Yes, brother, I do. You are late.
Apologies.
We must promenade past a group of men playing their game.
Here is this word. It's gonna bother me. I'm assuming its meaning, and I understand how it's used, but it's gonna bother me if I don't know the legit. Promenade? No, I don't know how to spell it. Sometimes you just gotta look it up. Don't be ashamed. A paved public walk, typically along the waterfront. Okay. Take a leisurely. Seriously? It's just a walk? Walk, ride, or drive so as to meet or be seen by others. Okay. I mean, I feel like I was close in some kind of form. Some kind.
Yet have you considered you are not the type women wish to marry?
I do suppose if I were forced to take a wife, you would be the least objectionable option.
Was that meant to be a compliment?
Yes, but it is no matter, for you wish to marry for love, do you not?
Of course I do.
Shit. Shit, shit, shit.
There is to be no wedding.
I require no further conversation, though perhaps I am finally speaking to the true head of
Oh
the
my
Bridgerton
gosh.
house, for if it were you, I imagine you would have instructed your sister to take better care than to encourage certain attentions while alone with me on the dark walk at Vauxhall. What would someone like, say, Lady Whistledown do with such unseemly information?
Is that a threat?
It is certainly not.
Kill him!
And I shall save her as well as your entire family, from the ruin which you could not protect them.
Disgusting.
I look forward to the union of our great families.
Just kill him. No one would know. No one. Ain't like you have cameras. Kill him.
He may decide to open his tiny mouth at any moment, and then I shall be ruined.
Oh my god.
I must marry Nigel Burbrook.
Obviously, it's not going to happen. The Duke is going to save her. This time. For she cannot save herself. I mean, I'm sure fresh flowers is nice to have. I love how she still holds her head up. She's gonna have her moment, of course, right now, to cry and stuff. But I love that she's trying to keep strong in the face of this horrible match.
You will have comfort and a house to tend, and most importantly, children.
Ugh.
You will throw yourself into raising your family, and you will find much joy. I am certain.
No, you're not. Get away.
You and Papa. That is what I wanted. That is all I hope to one day find.
Just poison him. Who is this smoking?
Eloise Bridgerton.
Oh.
Suppose I desire something different.
How do you mean?
This is like the second oldest, right?
With all of those dresses and the many suitors, and I am exhausted. Suppose I want a different life, Benedict. That I truly believe I am quite capable of something more.
I'm right.
Then I would say that you're not the only one.
The Bridgertons are an unruly bunch for this time. And I'm here for it. I love this. They want something other than marriages and love, and they want to be who they are. Be something. Oh.
How is she? She's to marry. Then you are free to do as you please.
Ah, he feels bad. Cause I feel like he's making up his mind. He's like, shit, I'm really going to do this. She's looking around like, whoa.
Your Majesty.
Is this the age of dogs? Oh. What the shit is that? Is that a drug? Is that the form of crack or cocaine? I am told it's a difference. There's a difference between the two. I've always heard crack cocaine. So I always thought it was like the same thing. But apparently, maybe it's crack cocaine is like a mixture of the two. I don't know. But is this what she's doing? She looks lit. She right here.
And I declared then and there that he should become one of the finest composers in Europe.
And certainly you were right.
Oh, I'm rarely wrong about such matters.
She seems so sweet.
I expected a great future for your daughter upon her entrance into society. A future with someone like a duke, perhaps. Pairing like
Perhaps.
that. Well, would certainly be most enchanting indeed. The glow of success benefited not only the young maestro. Would you not agree?
What is that?
Why, yes. Yes, I would.
Nigel is my one and only child. Very special boy indeed. In fact, I often say,
ew,
God did not bless me with another because perfection had already been achieved.
She's giving me her son.
Not every lady can be so blessed, I know.
They casted really, really well.
Allow me to set my eyes upon you. Yet you must try harder, dear. My Nigel is quite discerning. He already turned away many more handsome debutantes, saying, Mother, I prize accomplishment over beauty. Can you believe it?
I hope she chokes.
Oh, that mistress of yours is going through the biscuits quick. Do not worry, Rose. I shall handle it.
Okay. What are they setting up?
You are quite fortunate, though. How troublesome could a household be with only Lady Burbrook and the young Lord Burbrook to look after?
Yeah, you have no idea.
Ooh, some tea.
Not one bite at tea,
my dear. A young lady must be well fed if she is to bear children. Kippers on rye every morning worked wonders for me when I conceived my Nigel.
You should have swallowed acid.
What have you found? The help here is everything, as we all know.
Lord Berbrook has a boy by one of his maids that he refused to provide for. Sent the maid and child away to...
And the only reason he married her is because his parents squandered their accounts on some scheme in America. Is it not the most lurid story of the season?
Perhaps not the most lurid.
I love the mom.
Baron has a bastard.
A bastard you sent away before the miss even popped?
They really be talking shit, G. They have nothing better to do.
But in the case of the bumbling Baron Berbrook, it seems his displeasing appearance is quite an apt metaphor for the state of affairs in his household.
You see, the queen knows. I feel like she planted that. She was like, you know, more interesting stories, the Duke and the most eligible lady. Well, yeah, I feel like she is the most eligible lady. And she was like, of course. She planted the idea, like, to make sure that the Duke and the daughter happens.
I've heard talk that Berbrook has left town. I'm given to think this solution to our problem did not come about by chance.
Of course it did not. Your mother is brilliant.
Eloise, you mustn't worry.
You're not frightened too, sister? Of marriage? Of children?
I find children to be delightful.
Surely you've not forgotten what happened to Mama. Her screams that night. I hear them sometimes still in my dreams.
So a bit more confirmation. The father is really dead.
Yes, Eloise, there are perhaps darker turns in his woods than we've been taught to expect. There is light to be found at their end. And I know one day we both will find it.
The game of pretend that you feel you must endlessly maintain.
What does she mean? What is her sister pretending about? She's pretending to be happy? To be marriage obsessed? Is that what she's trying to say? Oh! She mentioned pretend. That's why her face got like that. Because she's pretending. Duh!
You should not have lost your temper with Lord Berbrook.
I will not tolerate a bully.
And you should know something about me, Your Grace. I will not have this go wrong. This is not just about finding the best match to impress Lady Whistledown, or the Queen, or any member of the ton. This is about a life, Your Grace. My life.
I want to know who's going to be his competition. Because it's going to happen. Their plan will succeed, and they'll have like growing feelings for each other, and they're going to try to deny it, because obviously he's going to pretend he's not jealous, and she's going to pretend she's really into the guy that supposedly is her perfect match when she's really falling in love with him. So I want to see who it's going to be. That's a prediction I have, and I think I may be right.
So I shall not have this go wrong. And if you are not in agreement, then you should tell me now.
I shall agree. On one condition.
You do not understand, Your Grace.
That you call me Simon.
Simon?
Is there something funny about my name?
No, no. No. It is perfectly
Very well, Daphne.
You really only need 5 minutes, sir. All he did was ask you to call him by his name.
I wish to find a husband. It's the time we have a family. Children.
Yeah, she's scaring him off. That was a dissuade anything that she may be feeling, or he may be feeling. It was to reassure both herself and him that this is the plan. This is fake.
May I have the pleasure?
Oh, it's already happening.
The two of you certainly make a captivating match, Your Grace.
But
Whatever is bothering you?
I'm not swooning. This is not me swooning.
Nothing at all, Lady Danbury.
Now she definitely knows that's a lie.
My son,
A little late for that.
you have returned to take your rightful place. My heart, baby face, I assure you, it swells with pride.
Ew.
Knowing the Duke you have grown into. Listen to me very closely to make you a vow. I will never marry. I will never sire an heir. The Hastings line will die with me.
How entertaining. So this is why he's so on the fact that he won't ever marry. It's all because he made that vow to his father. And he probably never wanted to marry, and this was probably an idea in his head for a very long time. So it's probably how that went for him. He hates him so much that he cannot, like, he can't even continue his name. He's like, no. Yeah, but this was a good episode. It was the easiest try not to swoon challenge. The easiest one. Last episode it was much harder. It could only continue to get harder. I feel like I'm not swooning. I'm not. But yeah, this is a good episode. Daphne got rid of Nigel, thankfully. The mom, I don't know her name. I'm calling her Mrs. Bridgerton. She's a boss for that. Lady Danbury, the aunt of Duke Hastings, is a queen, and she gives me life. The queen entertained me because I'm pretty sure she planted a seed to get the mother moving on fixing the Nigel situation. She probably heard about it and she's like, no, this won't entertain me. I don't want this. Let's get the Duke and the girl together. So, and I loved how the mom made sure she handled her business. Very entertaining so far. Very entertaining show. I could see why it got all the hype it got. And I'm very, very curious about the second season now. Because I'm pretty sure it surrounds Penelope. And Eloise, I think it's Eloise. She seems, I don't know. She seems like she wants more for her life. And she doesn't want to be a mother or a wife. She wants to be her. And I admire that. And Benedict seems like he wants the same thing. So it's really interesting to watch. And it was so satisfying. So incredibly satisfying to see Anthony be put in his place by his mother. Because his attitude, like, get it together, you know? But yeah, this was a great episode. I'm thoroughly enjoying the series. I can't wait for more. Hopefully, we never hear from Nigel again. And I could already see from the dance. I'm pretty sure the theory I made earlier on how it's going to progress between the Duke of Hastings and Daphne. It's going to go like that. He's remembering his vow. And to remember his vow, I think there's a purpose for his remembrance. To remind himself that he made the vow. Because he's falling for Daphne. And Daphne was, I think Daphne may like him a bit, you know, when his hand curled on her back. when it did that. that was cute or whatever. And she had to reassure herself that this is what I want for my life. She needs to scare him off. She can't have him entertaining the fact that he may want her, because she's starting to want him, and if that happens, she's gonna be done for. So she scared him off, and this is entertaining me so much so far. Everyone that knows me or have seen any of my videos, I am a sucker for good romance, and this is giving me it 100%. I love it so much. So yeah, I can't wait to continue this show. Bridgerton gets 10 stars so far. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you guys think if you're enjoying my videos. And down in the description box below, there are links to my Wattpad stories. Please take a look and enjoy. There's also a link to my website, a book recommendation website, if you're looking for something to read. I'm pretty sure Bridgerton is going to be on one of the lists. I'm going to do an upcoming video of movies and TV shows based on books. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up on my website as well. So y'all look forward to that. It's coming soon. More recommendations. And please subscribe to my website and you'll get access to a free ebook. There's also exclusive deals for Amazon if you're interested. So please take a look, subscribe to my website, and I'm gonna throw these at you guys. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. Until next time.